Hey guys, so I'm here to talk today on how you can cope with depression, or what I do to help cope with depression. Um, as you can tell, I'm a little bit sick. There is a sickness going around my school, and we call it the Delhi plague, and it's basically like a cold. And we've had like a couple cases where people have been throwing up and all like that good stuff. But I'm sorry, that's not what this video is about. Um, okay, so throughout my high school year, 4 years, um, I was diagnosed with um, what I kind of think is basically a form of depression. And like I didn't have it regularly, like every single day. Like I just had it like 2, maybe 3 times a week maximum. And basically, um, I hated high school. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated it. And like I went to a small school, so like everyone knew everybody, and if you said something or did something that made you look bad or what people seemed to think was bad, then then people talked shit about you, no matter what, even if it was good or bad. And I hated it, like I honestly I didn't even want to go to school. I mean, I had really good grades. I was a B student in high school, but I hated going to school. But I wanted to make my parents happy, so I just kept going. Sorry, I have like mad hiccups right now. um, so basically, I became rapidly depressed. Um, but I never went to go see a counselor or anyone about it. But my depression actually started before I was even in high school. It started when I was in middle school. It started at the end of my 7th grade when my uncle had passed away. And at the end of my freshman year, my parents divorced, and it's just been honestly, I feel like life is just throwing so much crap at me right now, and it's just like I don't know how to handle it, so I just become depressed in a sense. So I've never been to a counselor, and I've never taken any drugs to help with my depression at all. What I do in a sense is if I become like sad or I just feel frustrated to the point where I just don't know what to do anymore, then I just step away from the whole world, okay? And I put myself in a place where I know I'm not gonna do anything to myself, or um, like people can't hurt me in a sense. And what I basically mean is um, I do coping mechanisms. And basically what that is listening to music, drawing, reading, writing your thoughts out, or um, something that isn't going to harm your future or how you're going to handle yourself. And basically, this is how I've handled um, my depression the past 6 years. I think that's what it is because I'm a freshman in college now. Um, and like even now, like I still get like little spurts of when I feel like absolutely crap about myself. And basically, I just blast my music and I just think about my life right now and how happy I am to actually be here because if I wasn't, then I wouldn't know when the possibility that life could get better. So, if you hear like background voices, there's people walking in the hallway. Um, yeah, in case you guys were wondering what that was. Um, Now the music I do listen to, like if you're depressed right now, like you don't have to listen to this music, but I highly recommend it because honestly, like they saved my life. Like a lot of these bands saved my life. Like I will admit that. At times I did want to kill myself, but I know that if I did kill myself, I wouldn't know the possibility of how much, like, how happy I would be in my life. You know, like, every now and then I think of, um, like, when you're born, like, I will say that I am a Christian, like, I believe in God, and I believe in all, like, that spiel and stuff. And I do believe that God put me on this earth for a reason. Like, I don't know what that reason is yet, but I know that one day I'll figure it out, even if it doesn't come right away. So, um, back to the music spiel. The music I do listen to is music people tend to call screamo or emo music, and it's neither of that. It's basically rock or hard rock or rock alternative, basically. And honestly, it's like really good music, and it's just something that honestly saved my life. And I just feel like a lot of the bands, like, they know how you're feeling, so like they tend to like write songs about it. And the bands I'm talking about is basically the bands that play at Warped Tour, and like a lot of people know who they are. Oh, sorry, I'm like really really tired. Kind of with college life. So the bands I'm talking about are Sleeping with Sirens, which are like my absolute favorite. Pierce the Veil, The Black Veil Brides, Bring Me the Horizon, Bless the Fall, The Used, Memphis Mayfire, We Came as Romans, Mayday Parade, All Time Low, um, The Wonder Years, Never Shout Never, um, My Chemical Romance. It's basically like those bands. But honestly, my top four bands are Sleeping with Sirens. They're my number one. Um, Black Veil Brides, Pierce the Veil, and then Bring Me the Horizon. Those are my top four favorite bands. And yeah, so I definitely recommend them. Um, and yeah, so again, this is just a video on how I coped, or I am still coping with my depression. And honestly, it does work. Music does help. Music saves lives. And not a lot of people think that. They think that when people are depressed, they're like, oh, they need to go into a mental institution, or they need to go on some hard killing pills, or they should kill themselves. It's like, no, they need the complete opposite. They need music, because I believe that music does save lives. Okay? So, yeah, that is my spiel on how I deal with depression, or how you can cope with depression. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Bye.